Is good, Boom Bap Nation. The historian back for an album review, and we're taking this up to Jersey, New Jersey, for an artist named Gibby Stites. Now, I'm not the most familiar with Stites. My introduction to Gibby was Welcome to Illville, which is in 2021. That album dropped. I'm kind of just skimming over some of his albums because there may have been some in between then. And I purchased his albums on iTunes. However, I just noticed it today. The album going to be reviewing is on Bandcamp. Uh, but for those that don't know Gibby, my introduction to him is essentially in that boom bap hip hop genre. I mean, that's basically where his style lies in. And I was on Facebook, and someone mentioned this album was going to be released, and so here we are. Gibby Stites releases Anti-Hero on July 9th of 2026. So again, I'm familiar with them. I outside of Welcome to Illville, I don't know if there's another band, or I shouldn't say Bandcamp, another album that I've heard. And now that I know he's on Bandcamp, I'm going to start to dig through that discography. The only thing I noticed is Anti-Hero is on there. I don't want to assume anything is on there, but I'm going to link YouTube and Bandcamp to this video. But nonetheless, let me get right into this Anti-Hero album. As I said before, my only introduction in the Gibby was either some features I may not remember off the top of my head or the Welcome to Illville album. So this one here is 13 tracks. Came out on July 9th. It's at 34 minutes. Let's get right into it. There's some pretty notable features on here as well. So the album starts off with an intro. Track 2 is Anti-Hero. Track 3 is The Return. Really dope. Track 4 features Gamble's The Lucky Bastard. And that's probably where I saw it, was on Facebook. Coming across Gamble's site. As you know, he has been a part of a lot of releases that I've enjoyed. So shout out to Gamble's. Track 5 is pretty dope as well. Cold World. 6 is Gutta Shit features Scum. 7 is No Illa. 8, Action League Now, features the iconic group Insane Poetry. Tiramisu is track 9. 10 is Get These MFs, featuring Gamble's The Lucky Bastard. Micha Gibzilla is track 11, unless I fucked that track title up. Also enjoyed track 12, which is Back Again, and it finishes with The Journey. So, this is essentially my reintroduction of Stites outside of Welcome to Illville. It's been a while since I've heard Welcome to Illville, so I'm not going to compare the two. However, for me, this was a very solid album. Definitely, you could feel the influence of the boom bap in the style or in the music itself. I thought the features were really dope as well, obviously with Gamble's and Insane Poetry. And all in all, I thought this was a solid album. I'm going to give this one 3 mics. I think it's a solid album. There's some replay value, but it will now allow me to maybe dig a little further into the discography of Gibby Stites. So once again, Gibby Stites, Anti-Hero, 3 mics. Solid album, solid features. If you enjoy boom bap, this is going to be an album you're going to enjoy. It definitely has that boom bap tradition embedded in the backdrop of the production. So all in all, solid release. 3 mics. Shout out to Gibby. Shout out to Gambles. Everybody, yo. So definitely, now that I know, I'm going to link that Bandcamp, and then I'm going to go through and dig through his Bandcamp page to see if there's any other material on there and look at picking that up. All right. So as usual, stay tuned. I'm going to try to go through a lot of the reviews that I've had written for a while and start putting those up. All right. Peace.